Lisa Hughes, police say she used the money to buy some high-end items before making a critical mistake.
Father and son, after an early morning raid, uncovered a massive counterfeit credit card operation.
Thousands of credit cards created by information from skimmers installed on ATMs, gas pumps, and store counters.
And a shooting, and ended up with an even bigger discovery. Police say they found evidence of credit card skimming and fraud in a local store.
Two suspects were captured on bank surveillance video withdrawing money using stolen credit card information. Last month, thieves at Walmart stores in Virginia and Kentucky used skimmers, devices placed over credit card readers, to gather information and PIN numbers and make duplicate cards.
Wake up, filthy. I'm walking up lying.
Have you ever wondered how credit card scammers manage to pull off online fraud? How do they make thousands each month through these schemes? Today, let's uncover the 3 key tactics these scammers use to amass wealth. We'll go over dumps, CVVs, drops, and bins. What are they? How do they operate? And precisely how scammers leverage these tools to their advantage. When scammers mention dumps, Fullz, and logs, they're actually talking about bundles of stolen personal data. This includes things like credit card numbers, addresses, birth dates, and even social security numbers, information that's snatched from individuals or groups. Now, BIN numbers are those initial 6 digits on a card, and they're like a secret code revealing the card issuer, type, security level, and where the card originates from. Scammers use this intel to pull off online purchases using the stolen data. It's like a shady playbook they use to shop with someone else's credit card. And now, let's dive into the CVV1 and CVV2 codes, pivotal in how fraudsters execute their schemes. To simplify, let's begin with the more common one, the CVV2 code. This 3-digit number on the back of your card is crucial for online transactions, also known as CNP or card not present transactions. It lets merchants know that the purchase is happening remotely, not in person. On the other hand, the CVV1 code is encoded directly onto a card's magnetic strip and EMV chip. Card readers pick up this code, playing a role in authenticating transactions. CVV1 is essential for in-person or point-of-sale transactions where the card is physically used. Essentially, CVV2 is for online purchases, while CVV1 is for those transactions happening right at the checkout counter. Let's chat about the last term, a drop. This is where the sneaky folks behind credit card scams have their purchases sent. It could be an empty house, a place they keep a close eye on, or even their own address. Some scammers are dumb as fuck. Now, to dive into how these scammers get their hands on this info, I will probably make a video on that if you guys want to watch it. But today, let's focus on the digital side, especially the dark web. It's like a shady version of Amazon for cyber crooks. Here, they can buy all sorts of personal data. And get this, it's shockingly cheap. The Privacy Affairs Dark Web Price Index for 2023 revealed you can get a cloned MasterCard with a PIN for just $25. Or snag credit card details with balances up to $5,000 for only $240. And if that's not enough, you can buy stolen online bank logins with at least $10,000 in them for just $150. It's crazy to see how much info's out there and how little it's being sold for. This kind of information isn't just floating around the dark corners of the internet. It's on marketplaces using all that fancy fraud lingo we talked about earlier. It's like a shopping list for scammers, letting them handpick the stolen data they want. And get this, these marketplaces aren't just lurking in the dark web. They're in secret Telegram and Discord groups and shady message boards. It's like there's a surplus of stolen info out there just waiting for these fraudsters to grab and use for their sneaky credit card schemes. But once they've got their hands on this info, it's not a simple click and buy scenario. Nope, they've got to cover their tracks. First, they mess with their PC's ID, making it harder to trace. Then, they cloak their online actions using a VPN so their internet provider can't snoop around. Finally, they use a socks proxy to make it seem like they're browsing from somewhere else. It's all about making the stolen card details look like they're being used in the same place as the card holder, so the bank doesn't get suspicious and block the transaction. Once all these tricks are in place, these scammers shop away with confidence, using your money like it's their own. It's a sneaky game they play to avoid getting caught while splurging with someone else's cash. Now, let's talk about the next level of scamming. More sophisticated scammers can go the extra mile by buying machines to create physical credit cards from stolen info. They'll try using these cards for in-person transactions. But the real game now is digital card fraud. It's becoming easier for these fraudsters every single day. Protecting yourself from digital card fraud involves some familiar advice I've shared before. First things first, set up alerts for all your bank cards. Scammers often test the waters with small transactions before going big. So, getting an immediate heads up when your card is used can help you catch any fishy transactions. If you spot something odd, lock your card and give your bank a shout ASAP. Also, keep an eye on where you're entering your bank and personal details online. Scammers use tricky methods like phishing and spoofing to snatch card details. For example, they'll send fake messages pretending to be from your bank or payment apps, asking you to confirm suspicious activity. But if you do, guess who gets your info? Yep, the scammers. Always double-check these messages by going directly to the official site. And don't forget about data breaches. Free credit monitoring services and sites like Have I Been Pawned can give you a heads up if your info gets leaked. This stuff is super important, considering that credit card fraud cost over $34 billion in losses in 2022 and is expected to rise. It's crucial to stay sharp and informed about these scams to protect your hard-earned money. Like and subscribe. Until next time,